Chodesh Tov. Now we are beginning the month of Elul. 3,324 years ago, Moshe Rabbeinu finished his second 40-day cycle on Har Sinai. All of us know that for that second time, after Maaseh HaEgel, he did tshuva for Bnei Yisrael. And of course, on the beginning of Elul, he was allowed to go up for the third time and receive the Luchot Shniyot. Therefore, this first day of Elul marks the time that HaKadosh Baruch Hu forgave them for the sin of Egel HaZahav and allowed them to continue. At the end of the third 40-day period, Moshe Rabbeinu comes down with the Luchot Shniyot, and that is on the 10th of Tishrei, that's Yom Kippur. But if Yom Kippur is a day of forgiveness, if Yom Kippur is a day of Mechila and Slicha, didn't that Mechila and Slicha come on this day, on the first day of Elul? It didn't happen later on. Later on, he received the Luchot. But today he received that forgiveness. If so, why isn't Yom Kippur on the first day of Elul, which marks that time of forgiveness, rather than being 40 days later when he came down with the Luchot Shniyot? You may know, and some of you have seen it in your Sidurim, that every Rosh Chodesh, that there is a certain form of letters spelling out Yud Kei Vav Kei, Shem Hashem, related to Psukim throughout the year. Each month has its different pasuk and its different order of letters. These idea of letters and these psukim are related to the Kabbalah, and these are not things that we can understand. But it is still fascinating to see which pasuk is used for which particular month. For the month of Elul, the pasuk is in Parshas Vayeschanan, and the first words of the pasuk are Utzdaka Tihiyeh Lanu Ki. Utzdaka, there's a hey. Tihiyeh, the end of the word is also hey. Lanu is the vav, ki is the yud. So therefore, from the end of those words, we have a format of yud kei vav kei shem Hashem. Why was that pasuk chosen? I'm certain there's other reasons that I can't begin to understand, but I'd like to suggest one reason for all of us. What does the entire pasuk say? Utzdaka tihiyeh lanu ki nishmor la'asos es kol hamitzvah azos lifnei Hashem Elokeinu kasher tzivanu. Hashem will consider it for us to be tzedakah when we observe and we fulfill all the mitzvos before Hashem like He commanded us. What tzedakah is involved if we're fulfilling the mitzvos? The reward that we receive is consonant with the mitzvos that we have fulfilled. How could it be tzedakah on the one hand and fulfillment of the mitzvos on the other hand? The answer, I believe, is quite clear. The opportunity to mitzvos, the opportunity to redeem ourselves, the opportunity to show that we are going to fulfill that which we've said that we've done, that in fact is an act of tzedakah. That's God's kindness to us. And if we think about this, so it's not enough that HaKadosh Baruch Hu forgave us on the first day of Elul. The next 40 days, after that forgiveness is given, becomes the days of testing. Do we accept that forgiveness and do we go ahead? Do we achieve more? Do we accomplish more? Or are we satisfied with just being forgiven and all our obligations are gone? The next 40 days after that forgiveness is given become the determining factor. That's God's tzedakah for us. And we have to show lishmor la'asos es kol hamitzvah hazot. Yom Kippur wasn't just given when the forgiveness was provided. Yom Kippur was a day when we proved that we did deserve that forgiveness, when we accepted the second Luchot and we were ready to fulfill Torah, and therefore we were able to match our forgiveness from HaKadosh Baruch Hu with the deeds that we said. That's Rosh Chodesh Elul. May we go into it with such an attitude and reach the day of Yom Kippur deserving God's forgiveness.